Hello everyone, right here, and it seems I'm back to making videos all over again. If you want to skip my yapping about how grateful and glad I am to be back, just skip to the timestamp on the screen. So, I'm back again. Hopefully not to make 2 videos on empty promise and to leave again. I'm actually going to try to make videos consistently now. That being said, I'll focus on a lot of source aspects, especially on the foundation of this channel, Garry's Mod. Now, I made a lot of empty promises in the last few years, but to be honest, I was still young. Believe it or not, I started this channel 7 years ago, but the videos you may know me for came out in 2021 and 2022. I made quite a lot of empty promises since then, like uploading more videos, etc. etc. But now, soon to be 17, I'm feeling way wiser than I was before. I am once again sorry for the old me, as I continued to be quite immature all the way to the end of 2024. But with this, let's go back to the video. Before we start, however, I'd just like to say that the reason I'm only talking about Portal here, and you're seeing the Part 1 in the title, is quite literally because I chose to make a couple separate videos for separate games, for yours and my convenience. Well then, since we'll be covering Portal in this video, it seems almost idiotic not to mention its prototype, which yes, has a reason to be in this video, and its name was Narbacular Drop, which was a college project made by a couple of students, and right off the bat, you can see the massive difference in pretty much everything. But the biggest one yet are the graphics, which by themselves are a bit off-putting if I could say so myself. It's reminiscent of textures seen in games like Half-Life 1 or Gothic. There's not much else to say because it's a 10-minute game at most, but despite being so off-putting, there's cheerful music and enemies, and also friendly entities helping you a couple of times, which practically nullifies the liminality effect. 10. Valve noticed this game and decided to hire these students into their team to work on Portal, which we got around 2 years after the Narbacular Drop was released. And if you're here, chances are you're already familiar with Portal, so I won't go in full detail with this game like I usually did on this channel. However, I'll explain the basics, as in only the intro, and then move on to the point. However, I still recommend you to play the entirety of Portal before watching this video, as it is an amazing experience that should be played by everyone who has a computer. The game opens with you waking up in a small cell room, which was visible on the title screen. After a while of messing around, you hear a robotic voice talking to you. Said voice seems to be malfunctioning quite a lot, introducing itself, and then shooting a portal into the wall for you to walk out of your cell and start the experiments led by the voice. As you're solving these puzzles, you might notice there's no one watching you from the observation rooms, nor does anyone other than the voice ever talk to you. Hell, the only human or living entity you can see there is yourself if viewed through a portal. It's almost as if something horrible happened here, yet you have no way of knowing this, given the fact you're just a test subject who woke up. Plus, if the electricity is still on, someone's got to be maintaining this place. But again, you never see anyone, which is even more surprising considering the fact a laboratory with such an expensive testing device had to be filled with people, right? And it surely was, but it's just you and the voice now, which might make you feel uncomfortable when thinking about it. This feeling is called canopsia, an eerie feeling in a place that's now abandoned, but used to be bustling with people. Throughout the game, you can see a couple of accidentally revealed maintenance rooms inside the walls. The rooms themselves not only are a huge contrast from the area intended for you, the difference being that the maintenance rooms are dirty and metallic, while the laboratory is clean and liminal. The off-limit rooms are also filled to the brim with off-putting wall writings and drawings that look like a schizophrenic person made them. which is partially true considering the fact they were left there by the Ratman, but more on that later. The drawings consists of various contradictions to what GLaDOS, aka the voice, was telling you. For example, the most famous one out there, the cake is a lie, and many others, like his obsession with the companion cube and insisting it was a real living being. From now on, you might have caught on that GLaDOS wasn't exactly telling you everything, and then, at the end of Chamber 19, she attempts to burn you alive. After the failed killing attempt, you're getting to see the backstage, the one I was talking about earlier. The ambient music changes from eerie to disturbing. Everything now is dirty and clearly unintended for a test subject. Not to mention, GLaDOS is now trying her best to kill you. But eventually, you get into the laboratory again, but this time to the area intended for scientists. You can see some of the previous experiments you did from here, and notice the absolute lack of anyone, finally confirming it's just you, GLaDOS, and the Ratman. Oddly enough, most of the interior seems to be clean, almost as if they all just got wiped out of existence and vanished without a trace. If you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to leave any type of feedback once you're done or you are switching to another video, or even now, because it means the world to me. It doesn't matter if you like, subscribe or comment. If I see that someone's enjoying my works, then I'll be motivated to make more. Plus, I take suggestions for videos, so if you'd like me to do something better, leave kind words, or cover something you'd like to see covered, make sure to comment it down below. I always read through all my comments and try to respond to them, so thank you in advance. And let's go back to the video. But to answer the initial question, why is Portal so creepy? Well, I think it's mostly due to the loneliness. Granted, GLaDOS' voice makes you feel less lonely, yet you never see or interact with her until the end of the game. Plus, you can never see anyone in the observation rooms, and as I said in the beginning, this combined with the laboratory's white, industrial aesthetic filled with futuristic technology, yet seeming so contemporary behind the chest chamber's walls, really do sell the tone of the game to me, especially since we're all used to constant action in Evolve games, like Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, Half-Life, and then there's Portal, fully focused on solving puzzles in such a barren place. This game truly has an irreplaceable atmosphere and will forever have a place in my heart. But with this, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was Right, and see you in the next one.